hop out. Valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count. Cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so boy, and I'm a gangster. And you a boy. Man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Ooh, right now, I got you. Right now, nothing. Need a Uber right now.
got seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now let's go. 3-19. Gun. 3-19. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devon Kennard in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Detroit. Now let's go. Blue negative. Gun. Blue negative.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Here's Miller on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Corey Peters able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw. Miller flush to his right. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Julio Jones from 21 yards away. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't let it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Jones in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now the rookie from NC State, this is Nyheim Hines. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Let's go. Green, 30.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now here's the first carry for Ameer Abdullah. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. These two teams, they met up in the opener a season ago in Detroit, and it was the Lions who came out on top 35-23. Matthew Stafford, 4 touchdown passes in that game, 2 to rookie Kenny Golladay. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Miller. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Hassan Reddick in there to get him. And that's sack number 8 for him on the year. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Miller. And Jones has it over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rosen will throw. On the move to his right. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep for the Lions, it's Golden Tate. So here come the Lions now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Tackle made by Marcus Golden.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Ohio!
Miller to throw on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. Room here to run. Schwann, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's going to try and go deep again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And as a defender, if you come with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but have 2 in the first quarter. That's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ziggy Ansah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Lucky 56. 56.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's going to go down again. Devon Kennard in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Gone! Over!
Here's Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. And this will be caught at the 30. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
No. Check. Patriot. Gone. Detroit. Gone.
To throw is Rosen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Cardinals on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Lucky 56.
Now it's Rosen. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Devon Kennard in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Robert Nkemdiche in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Miller. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Miller now. Throwing on 3rd and long. He'll hit his running back, Amir Abdullah. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
First down, Abdullah. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw. Miller stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now Miller throwing on first down. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Ohio! Flex round!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Corey Peters in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Miller flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11 yard line. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Now let's go! 3-19! Detroit! 3-19! Detroit!
On second down, Rosen got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Rosen on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Lucky 56.
Rosen to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
On first down, it's Rosen. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Set!
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's Miller to throw from his end zone. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Miller looking to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Miller now to throw on second down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Ohio!
From the gun, Miller. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Deone Bucannon in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and makes creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No. Check. Patriot!
They run again with Logan. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
No. Check. Patriot! Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gun!
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Cardinals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, Green, 39!
Now Rosen. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Miller on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Wilson snags it left side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on second down. Miller, flush to his right. They find some open field here. Miller with first down and more. And now running right through it. Fights through and now a crease. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Miller looking to throw on second down. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Miller on first down. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Corey Peters able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Looking to throw. Miller stepping up. He'll try and run. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Cardinals on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. The Cardinals on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Gone! Hot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because their only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
On the return, it's Tate. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Miller now, operating from the gun. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw. Miller. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Miller to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Here's Miller looking to throw on 2nd down. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rosen looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. All right, now, look at 56.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Set, 3-19. Hot! Detroit!
Here we go. It's Rosen on 4th down. Able to find Kirk complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 more there and another 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former Pro Bowler Glover Quinn there making the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Gone!
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and forever.
Gone! Hot!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They're in a good spot. Two-possession game, barely, but a two-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Miller throwing again on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He completes it to Abdullah. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go!
Now it's Rosen. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got it at the 15. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Christian Jones in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Good! Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Rosen to throw. Now he's flushed out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Looking to throw. Miller. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.